There is a baseline level to why your business fails, and it has nothing to do with, finances or anything. It's mainly to do with the fact that you give up too easily. But sometimes I think there is a deeper reason as to why a lot of people tend to give up in their business. And one of the main things is they don't realize how long it can take to build the system for your business. It's not a 1 month process or 2 month process. Building a business, especially as somebody who's brand new to doing it, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a while. And the thing about it is, because it takes a while, you don't see any income coming in. In fact, you feel like you're losing money building your business. And that's what it takes to be in the 1 percentile. You got to sacrifice a lot. But the thing is, the beautiful part about it is, if you today decide I'm going to sacrifice my time and go all in, imagine this. You go all in, you have so much time spent on just working on yourself. You're just in straight focus. I always like to call it the focus season. You're in your focus season and you're just grinding, let's say for a year. That 1 year, you could be so far ahead that it'll set you up for the rest of your life. Now, like I always say, I believe that time isn't money, mainly because money and time have different kind of values to it. And I just feel like time is much more valuable than money. But if you were to be able to work on yourself for a year straight and set yourself up for the rest of your life, wouldn't you prefer to do something like that rather than, work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life and just never have the time to be able to spend for yourself, for your family? A lot of the times people don't want to do that. They don't want to do the hard things first. It is hard to build a business, but do it. If you do the hard thing, the easy will come later. Unless you want to do the easy for the rest of your life, the hard is going to be the fact that you never got to have time for yourself. Like, you're going to be living in struggle for the rest of your life because you didn't do the hard first. You basically chose comfort over struggle. And because you chose comfort over struggle, the result is going to be that you struggle for the rest of your life. It's better you choose struggle over comfort so that the result could be that you're comfortable for the rest of your life. But a lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people think, I'm just going to remain in this position of my life. This is what it is. I can't really do much. This is where I was born in, what I was born in, and I can't do anything. But at the very least, if you have a 9 to 5, you can definitely do something. And another thing that I notice is people like a thrill. So when they don't see results right away, it's kind of boring. And I noticed that because it happens to me. If you can be somebody who can do something on repeat for the rest of your life and just work on that, it's almost like in video games when they call it a one trick. When you're a one trick pony, you like to use one character. Let's say you play League of Legends and you main one character. If you could be the best at that character, you'll go far. It's the same thing with yourself and your business. If you can do one thing, and stick with it, obviously you can like venture off and do other things and explore and be curious. But what I'm saying is a lot of people struggle with the fact that, hey, my business isn't doing well, but I'm going to keep at it no matter how it feels, no matter if it's boring or whatever. And a lot of the times people tend to see or feel that it is boring to just build a business, so they never finish and honestly they forget their why at the end of it all. Like, there's a reason why you started, but you never finished it because you thought it was boring and it was repetitive and you saw no results. And that's literally one of the main reasons that people fail at being an entrepreneur. It's just they don't keep going, they just stop, they give up. And that's what we need to work on, is keep going. Do not stop. So keep going, keep pressing on, keep having the faith, pray to God and ask him to help you in your perseverance, and just keep at it and just have a why. In my personal opinion, I believe everybody's main reason should be not for selfish reasons, but for selfless reasons. It should be to be able to serve and help others and solve problems for people. I feel like if that is your why, you can definitely go far in business. Because you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people. You're doing it to help other people. You may not like somebody, you may not like people in general, but I promise you, if you don't like people, it's not going to be easy building a business. You have to love people because we're all people at the end of the day. We're all humans. You can't avoid, everybody. If you want to be ducked off and not be a people person, it's going to be tough. I'm going to be honest. I was somebody who never really was a people person. But trust and believe, in scripture and what I've read and just knowing how business people are and all of that combined, I realized I need to be a people person. I need to love to help people and solve problems. And that's another reason why I feel like people who do business fail, because they don't really like helping people. They're more selfish about their reason. They just want to help themselves and make money. If you want to be a salesman, you can't do it for yourself. You got to do it for the people that you're selling to. If you want to sell a product, you can't talk about yourself. You got to talk about them and their problem. That's how you're going to sell to them, Otherwise, you're just doing it for yourself, and the customer is not going to be pleased with, how you're approaching them, because you seem like you're just trying to convince them to do something instead of like actually selling them the product and doing it for them. So those are the reasons why people who try to do business tend to fail, is because mainly those things. Like, they find it boring, they don't love to serve people, they give up too easily and forget their why. But I just want to encourage you guys to keep going. Don't give up, no matter how long it takes, because we all have our journey. There are millionaires who got it late in life. There are millionaires who got it early in life. But regardless, if you can find your purpose and find what you love to do, do it for the love of people. Be a steward. Live your purpose and keep going, because God ain't gonna let you fail.